The little sparrow, who was afraid of the storm. One bright spring morning, in the middle of a peaceful forest, lived a tiny sparrow named Sammy. Sammy loved to sing. Every morning, he perched on the highest branch of the oldest oak tree and filled the forest with beautiful songs. The other birds admired him, but Sammy had one secret. He was terrified of storms. Whenever dark clouds appeared, he would hide inside the smallest hole he could find. Even after the rain stopped, he would stay hidden, shaking with fear. One afternoon, while Sammy was collecting food, the sky suddenly turned gray. The wind grew stronger. Leaves began to dance through the air. "The storm is coming," shouted the birds. Everyone quickly flew home. Sammy rushed toward his nest. But before he reached it, a powerful gust of wind pushed him deep into another part of the forest. He landed beside an old pine tree. Its branches were strong, but many were broken from years of storms. Perched calmly on one of those branches sat an old owl. The owl looked at Sammy and smiled. "You look frightened." "I am," Sammy replied. "I've never been this far from home, and the storm is almost here." The owl nodded. "Tell me, little one, can you stop the storm?" Sammy looked confused. "No." "Can you tell the wind not to blow?" "No." "Then why waste your strength fearing something you cannot control?" Sammy stayed silent. The owl continued. "Storms are a part of life. They come to every bird, every tree, and every flower. The strongest don't survive because they avoid storms. They survive because they learn how to face them." Just then, the first raindrops began to fall. The wind became louder. The owl spread his wings and held tightly onto the branch. "Watch the trees," he said. Sammy looked around. The tallest trees were bending with the wind, not fighting it, not running from it, simply bending and standing again. The owl smiled. "They don't break because they know when to bend." Sammy took a deep breath. Instead of panicking, he held tightly to the branch beside the owl. The storm roared across the forest. Rain poured from the sky. Thunder echoed through the mountains. For the first time in his life, Sammy didn't hide. He stayed calm. Minute by minute, the storm became weaker. Soon, the clouds disappeared. Golden sunlight shone through the trees once again. The forest looked fresh and alive. Sammy spread his wings. "I did it," he whispered. The owl chuckled. "No, little sparrow. The storm didn't become smaller. You became stronger." Sammy thanked the old owl and flew back home. From that day forward, storms still came. The rain still fell. The wind still blew. But whenever fear entered his heart, Sammy remembered the bending trees and the wise owl's words. He no longer feared every storm, because he had learned that courage isn't the absence of fear. It's choosing to keep going even when you're afraid. And every time the clouds gathered above the forest, Sammy sang even louder than before. Moral of the story: you cannot control every storm in life, but you can choose how you face it. True courage is staying calm and moving forward, even when you're afraid.